Warning. The following podcast contains two highly strung people talking about their anxieties, fears, and worries. If you find any of the content offensive, then we are genuinely really sorry. We won't do it again, honest. Sorry.
Hello and welcome along to the Warriors podcast. This is your bi-weekly podcast featuring two people, two comedians, Barry Dodds, Hayley Ellis, talking about things like worries, stresses, bitching, moaning, all that sort of thing. Welcome. Hi, Hayley.
Hi, Barry. Do you know what? You would have just wet yourself laughing at what happened to me just a minute ago.
Go on.
So I just opened the kitchen door to let a bit of air in as I was making a coffee. And I haven't seen the cats. You know, I used to always moan about the cats in the garden.
Oh, the cat, yeah, that hangs around, yeah.
I haven't seen it for ages. And I'd seen a cat, it looked like quite a young cat sat on the shed, the roof of the shed, and it looked like it was trying to get down.
Oh.
So I'm like, I'm gonna go and see if it's all right. So I walked right up to.
Pissed on you.
No, I walked right up to the shed, and I put my hand out, and it sort of sniffed my hand, and I was like, "Hello," and it went. Like that, right? And I honestly nearly fell on my arse. I honestly felt, I was like flung myself back. I'll have to see if I could get CCTV footage.
I was going to say, surely you've got a Ring camera and all that out your back that you
God.
can. Yeah, go and get that immediately.
And I was like, you little shit.
Oh dear. Incidentally, if you're not aware, I did a corporate gig the other day that I was very nervous and very anxious about. But one of the things that I had to do for it was a raffle. So at the end, I had to pick up prizes, draw the thing, give it away. But be positive. Mention the sponsors, because, of course, all the prizes have been donated or sponsored by a company or individual, etc. Now, the prizes, some of them were really good things. Like there
I'm
was
wondering where the cats are fitting in with this.
Bear with me. And some of the prizes were really good. There's like a couple £100 vouchers. Now, but a popular gift seemed to be whiskey. There were lots of whiskies. Now, I know my whiskies. So there was like a Macallan 12, which is pricey. It's single malt. It's very expensive. Macallan's premium.
When you say
brand.
very expensive, how much do you mean?
Oh, 200-300, maybe
Okay.
400. You know, for a 75cl bottle, pricey.
Oh yeah. 60L, 2L, 0.1. Yeah. 50 miles per gallon.
Cheeky fucker.
Don't know what you're talking about, but go on. Dear, expensive.
A bottle of wine size, 7.
Okay.
Surely you know what 7. Anyway,
I don't know it. Anyway, go on.
So I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And somebody had sneaked in, so another bottle. So I was like, there's lots of Glenmorangie, all that. And then just tucked away at the back, there was a bottle of Glenmorangie. Now, as I say, I know my whiskey, and I know that is Aldi's own brand of single malt. Not that there's anything wrong with Aldi, not that there's anything wrong with that particular whiskey. It's actually from quite a good distillery. But if you are trying to showcase yourself as a big successful company, you probably don't want to, on your way to the conference, grab yourself a bottle of the fucking budget stuff that you're going to try and hide amongst some really high quality stuff, right? So when it came to giving out the prize, I was like, oh, that's a good one. And I got that one. I went, who wants it? And somebody got it. I went, congratulations. I went, £17 that. £17 a bottle. And that is from, and I named the company that it was from as well. So I went, they sponsored it. I went, take that home, clean your drains with it. Right, and then the guy said to me, and he was being serious, he went, it keeps cats out the garden as well. He'd been getting that whiskey and just pouring it along his fence to keep the cats away from it.
Imagine what his house smells like in the summer.
It was fucking reek.
Oh my God, but to stay away from him.
Exactly. And his company, which is called...
No, Barry. Behave.
All right, Alex. Speaking of being caught out, go and have a look on the Instagram now, because on the Instagram we have literally just posted, and on the Twitter as well. When this comes out, you will see the winners of the competition that we did, where you could, we asked you to draw an iconic or your favourite or something moment from the podcast, and the prize was, just remember you had to draw a picture, not just email in saying I'll have it if you don't want it, to win a signed copy of a David Attenborough DVD, or we decided everybody who entered is going to win a prize. Our favourite one is going to get the signed David Attenborough one. I'm not going to name the winner of that, but because I want everyone to get an equal shout out. So well done to James, well done to Claire, and well done to
Charlotte.
Nice. Well done to those people who did the entry. It was very insulting. Thank you very much.
I do have a hunchback in one of them. Lovely.
Yeah. Let's have a look at your physical deformities. All right. So what I've done is I've got some of your Facebook holiday snaps up. James. Joking. We don't need James's holiday snaps. He turns up wearing a fucking bikini at the gigs. Looks like we've hired a stripper. So that's the admin out of the way. There we go. There's the winners. And shouted out the bloke who got the cheap whiskey. And also a top tip for those people who were struggling with keeping cats out their garden. It's, you know what you've got to go and do now. Your neighbours will think you've got a problem. And your family
Social
might
services will be at the door.
Yeah, you might get an intervention, but no cats. So there you go. Result. Everyone's a winner.
Shall we do worries of the week, Barry?
Yeah, admin done. Let's get to the meat of it.
You got a lot to worry. Worries. You got a lot. Worries. You got a lot. Worries.
I say meat.
Gristle.
Right, here's my worry. I am... And I'm aware that this is an odd worry to have because it's quite a nice thing, really. I'm worried about summer. I'm worried that, obviously, with like I love like when it's light at night, and like I like the physical aspects of summer, but I get anxiety about it because of A, the hay fever, B, I like wearing black a lot, and you always stand out. If you see somebody wearing black in summer, they're either ashamed or a goth.
Yeah.
Right? Or at a funeral. Don't, throw any accusations around. But so I've got that. And the other thing is, I don't like wearing T-shirts because I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid about my arms, right? And I'm just paranoid about myself in general. So I tend to cover up. However, fat bloke, right? And we are a sweaty breed in summer. And I basically am signing up for being happy, but being at gigs and looking like I'm about to have a heart attack due to the amount of sweat pouring down my leather jacket.
Didn't you get a device to stop you from sweating?
I did. I broke it.
How much did you pay for that?
It's about £100 and I outsweated it.
It's not the Jewel Cooler, by the way. Tell them what you bought.
It was the Rion 2 made by Sony, and I broke it because it got too much sweat in it.
You're joking, you fused the electrics from sweating into it.
I outsweated technology giant Sony. Bring it on, Samsung. What you got?
Barry got this device maybe about 6 months ago now, and he was like, "Oh, it's brilliant." It
was 12 months ago.
Well, he bought it because he said, "What did you? This is how you sold it me." Is that you got it because in the Olympic Games they had these, not the English Olympic Games. Where were they?
They were getting ready. It was the Olympics that didn't happen in, I think it was Tokyo. Now, I think when a lot of people think of Tokyo and Japan, you don't imagine searing heat, but that's what it is. So they were aware that there was going to be a big market for lots of people from all over the world who were going to get hit by this heat, and they made a device to help people keep cool. And it wasn't a huge successful product because the Olympics didn't happen, but you can now buy them.
Temu.
And I got one. No, it wasn't from fucking Temu.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't from Temu. If you get the Temu version, it's a fan in an ice cube, right? I took it off, and I know in your mind it's got smoke coming out the back of it, and it's like sparking electric. It wasn't that bad. It just stopped working, and because I've got a mechanical mind, I was like, well, I can fix this. Took it apart, and had to empty it. So that's what happened. So I outsweated it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a good 6 months of being clammy. Brilliant.
Sweaty Barry.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely hate it. But people take it as a sign of nerves. Now, obviously, I'm quite a nervy performer anyway. But when I'm on stage, absolutely pouring sweat. It's not because I'm anxious. It's because it's gone 1 degree normal over what I'm used to, So yeah, but this is the year. This is the year. Remember that we're both going to get fit and lose all that weight.
I went for one run 2 weeks ago. I'm too busy. Oh, sorry, I need to get my worry off my chest.
Go on.
So I've been filming some sketches recently for Instagram.
Yeah.
Go and have a look at Hales_Ellis. And we did one in my mate's salon, right? Now, my friend very kindly, Anna Elizabeth Hairdressers in Maghull, Liverpool. She's like, there's just going to be one client in the morning, but she's sound, she knows about it. So this woman, she was brilliant. She was like the scousest woman you'd ever meet.
Right.
And she's like, what are you fucking doing over here? Like, apologies to all scousers. It's like, we're doing these sketches. Anyway, so obviously she's paying to get her hair cut.
Yeah.
And she knows we're doing this. It was all okayed and that. So we're filming in this corner room, and she keeps talking, obviously. She's talking to the hairdresser as she's getting your hair cut. And I'm like, just Link, just be quiet for a second while we film this.
I hope she got the haircut for free. I hope she didn't. I hope she at least got. Oh, brilliant! Right, you've got an unpaid extra who's paying.
Well, I made her do a line in the sketch as well. As
Not
she's
like
having her
that.
hair watched. No, not like that. So anyway, we kept telling her to be quiet, right? So then I felt awful about it. I was like, fucking hell, she's just coming into here, have a nice time, have her hair done, and she was sound. Anyway, so I thought I'll go to the shop and get her some chocolates just to say thank you.
Yeah.
So I bring them back, and she's like, oh, bloody hell, girl, what have you got with these? I said, it's just to say thank you. No, and also, if you eat them, you'll also shut the fuck up, Lynn.
I wanted 20 legal.
And I felt really bad because I just basically insulted her, made her do a line of the show at her regular hairdressers where we're doing an unpaid sketch for Instagram. So apologies to you, Lynn.
Free chocolate, though.
So Anna Elizabeth Hare in Maghull, please give them a follow, right? Because I feel awful. Also, if you go and get your haircut there, we won't be there. We might be, depending on how successful the sketches. I might come back.
And if you see a woman walking around with a blue rinse and a mouthful of Maltesers, get her autograph. She's famous.
My friend was in the hairdressers the other day, and she's not this hairdressers, by the way, another one. And she's messaged me because do you know like those backstreet hairdressers you just see and you think who goes in them, and they're called like. It's only ever Barry in the window and that's it. Sweating.
Oh, don't! I've got to get my hair cut in summer, and I always have to go. Look, sorry, mate. Just do a clipper cut and do it at arm's length. I understand.
You need to go to the dog groomers, not the barbers. Just stand on all fours on a table. Just get it done, mate. Just get it done. But my mate was in this and she's like, I just needed it done quickly, so I just went in the first one. And she's messaging me as she's there, and she's like, they've put bleach on my hair and it's burning. I'm like, you need to tell him to take it off. But she's like us. Do you know where she's like, doesn't want to upset anyone? And I'm like, your hair is burning.
You've got to say, things like that, I think you've got to be honest about. Like, like for example, like when I had that nasal wax done, like I just had to cry because there was no manning up in front of the bloke who just done it. Like, and without a doubt, I know everyone was laughing, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna cry because it hurts that much and I can't help it. So, like, have you ever had, like, because a bad haircut is considered assault, right? Have you ever had a haircut so bad you've considered?
No, I tell you the worst one I had, and it was like, oh my God, it was so long ago now, but do you know you're meant to go there and it's a nice experience? So when you go like to Anna's salon, who's my mate, it's a nice experience. You feel good, you get pampered, you like, it's a nice day out. Yeah.
Get be on the telly.
Get beyond the Instagram
Chocolate.
reel. Chocolates. It's a nice day out, right? But when I was living in Manchester, I went to this salon once. I'd never been before. This is why I always go to the same hairdresser now, my mate Paul, because of this. So I went in the salon and she was like, it was like this young girl, she's about 20 odd, and she's just holding up my hair and she's like, oh, you got really thin hair, haven't you? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh God. Right? Oh, and then she was just like so rude and insulting about me. And she was just like going on about like how shit my hair is basically. And I felt like I was going to cry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, honestly. She really made me feel like absolute shit about myself.
Did she try and sell you makeup afterwards or anything? Was she part of those multi-level marketing
people? What you need is a wig. Right, it's just like, but you go there because it's meant to be a nice experience and you're meant to feel good about it. So I come away and I was just so...
like you're just on a podcast with me.
Yeah, I was...
No confidence in tatters.
No confidence. Morale angry. In the gutter. But yeah, so like that was a bad experience. And then after that, one of my friends was a hairdresser and I just said, will you just do my hair for me? Because I just don't want to feel like that again. Yeah.
I went to a barber's not too far away from here and I walked in and there was no one else in. That should have been the clue. I walked in and he went, tell me we're getting rid of that fucking side parting. And I went, oh.
Hello.
It's the only person who's ever cut my hair with a fag on. Just smoking.
Just ash going in your hair, gel sizzling.
One hand, pair of clippers in the other. Literally just doing an all over number 3. Just. I'm like, do what you want, mate. At least the quote fucking side parting's going. I left look like I was being conscripted.
Yeah, like we say, like we put up with loads of stuff, me and you, because we're like just people pleasers, whatever. Yeah. I was talking to my mate because my mate came to my gig last night, and we were talking about our kids. Now you know that the only time I ever get like defensive or angry is about my daughter, right? And she was saying about
hang on. That's not the only time you get angry.
No, but with people that aren't you. Do you know what I mean? People, strangers.
Right, yeah.
And we were talking about it, and I said it's like it's really funny because like my daughter come home and told me like one of the kids called her fat in school. So I was like, well, you tell that kid your mum's going to knock him out. Right?
You tell them that your mum has got a very specific set of skills.
And I will find them. And I will hunt them down. She's 5. And I will get them. Say anything about you again.
Oh dear, little shit. Do you know, like, just Haley made.
You don't know what it means though. Like, say fat to me, that's fine. But kids don't know what it like. They're just because she's not. There's no fat.
Bullshit. You'd say fine. You'd think about that all day. You'd be on the Ozempic before you left the playground, right? You'd be like, oh, but they don't like kids. They just say it's the sea. You called me a horrific word on the Patreon podcast, and I was thinking about it when I was editing, and I was like, I fucking hate kids. Never.
Hey, oh, sorry.
Really weird that you called me that, and then it was like, you said I was hanging around the school gate, and it's like
there was context to this. There was context to this. It didn't just come out of the blue.
Not that much. And it was really odd. I used to work with someone like that. Really odd how you look back on these things.
Should we do a what would Barry do?
You panicked there. You want to get me off this, don't you?
What would you do? 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 What would Barry do?
Oh, what would you do?
Tell me when to start.
Stop.
You're being interviewed for a news channel, but you fall over and the clip goes viral online. What would you do?
Oh, well, I'd probably be quite embarrassed about it. You've got to embrace it. I tell you what I wouldn't do. Set up my own Bitcoin business. I mean, if you are one of the people who invested in Hawk Tour, right, fuck me, you deserve to lose that money.
Do you know what I often feel sorry for? The people that go viral, like, that have... don't like, so it's one thing putting it out there yourself. You know the footage of the two women and the one of them pissed herself when she's going in the window.
What?
That
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant you literally. I see what you mean. But
that footage was put by a friend or something, whatever. So they know about it, whatever. Okay, they didn't expect it to blow up like it did. But the people I feel sorry for are the people on these Ring doorbells, who were just knocked on someone's house to collect something from Facebook Marketplace, and the next thing they're splashed all over the bloody internet because they've dropped a set of drawers on the drive. Or, you know, the people who are like out and about and they're just caught on CCTV, like in the gym, and they fall on a treadmill, and then that's everywhere. Like, I'm so paranoid. I mean, I don't go to the gym, and I haven't been for a long time, but I'm so paranoid I'm going to be in the back of someone's bloody Instagram reel, sat on the bench eating a Twix or something, and then I go viral. You know what I mean? Like, it's those people I feel sorry for, and then they become memes, and then that's their whole life. Like, imagine being one of those really famous memes that gets used over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. We know people that's kind of happened to, like, who've said ridiculous things on the internet that then get grabbed by other people. And, you know, things like, and they get remixed and they get, you know, cut up and like, and it is humiliating, but like this has happened for years. Look at the Star Wars kid, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't he end up being in Star Wars or something like that?
I used to watch that all the time when I felt down.
Yeah, it just cheers you up, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's
So
one way to look at it. You bring people a lot of joy. But the other way to look at it is they've got to be in Sainsbury's doing a shop and someone's like,
and
the
someone's
Star Wars
got
kid,
Well, yeah, if I tripped over, we'd get interviewed. Yeah, I tell you what you do. You'd have fucking retweeted it with a link to your tour show before your ass hit the floor. I know you would.
I tell you now, if something happens when me and you together, I'm always like, film it. So we were at a gig. We were at a gig the other night, right? Not me and Barry, me and some other acts. And there was this woman who got up and she stood at the back of the gig and she was hammered. The gig's happening and Sarah is the MC for the evening. She's on stage, like, talking. This woman gets up as she's on. She stands in front of another woman. So the woman goes, "Can you sit the fuck down? You're getting on my nerves now." So then the woman turns around. "You fucking what?" They're having like a argy-bargy. And when I'm at the back of the room thinking, I've got to go on next.
Yeah.
I've got to go on next. So she goes out. She's like the guy out of the Vindaloo, the woman out the Vindaloo video. She's bouncing off the walls all over the place. She leaves, and I said to the other actor, Holly, I said, "Don't worry, if she comes back when you're on, I'll film it. We'll go viral." She's like, "It's not what I'm worried about, Ailey."
Jim Jeffries takes one punch and he instant, like, he's in LA now, right? There's so many comics who are hoping like, oh, if I get twatted, I want it to be on film just so I can.
I was like, "Don't worry." And like, as in, she thought I was going to say, "Don't worry, we'll sort it out." If she starts kicking off, I was like, "No, I'll get the camera. We can collab."
Exactly. Honestly, there's some comics who are like filming everything, setting it up, and just like, oh, you know, might get punched, might be the Jim Jeffries thing. I feel like saying, "Do you know what? I'll change my shirt so I'm not identifiable, and I'll get up and twat you. I'll pretend to be an audience member just so I can go over and fucking smack some."
Should we do another what would Barry do? Why is my eye so small? Why is my eye so small? Why is one eye so small? I'm just looking at the Zoom now. I've got a Columbo eye. You see that?
The other one's raised up. That's the problem.
What's going on?
Don't know. One eye's definitely smaller.
Oh, great. That's my niche now.
I'm
going to have to do loads of jokes about having a small eye. I know what you're thinking.
You don't know what I'm thinking.
Why is she playing I Spy?
Yeah. Why are you not looking at me, Haley?
Because my eyes... Oh. I am looking at you, you just can't tell. Oh, what another... Right, so not only have I got a hunchback now... Should we do some other people's worries?
What's the politically correct anyway? Yeah, go on, do another one. Do another one.
What would Barry do? You accidentally send an email to your boss that lists everything you don't like about them. They call you into a meeting. Can you imagine that? I can imagine that's happened. But not that, but do you know, like...
Probably
when people
has happened.
Well, I'm thinking when people break up with people, they write a list of pros and cons as to why they shouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Like in Friends, they're like, why should I stay with her or why shouldn't... Do you know what I mean? So imagine if you did that about your boss and then just press send on the email.
Yeah, the reason. I honestly, I'd just front it out and go, oh, well, there you go. You know the truth now about what I think. There you go. So I'm really sorry, but I will defend each one of those things. Like you're a bit of a boss on this. So what things do I do? Right, come on, now's your opportunity to tell me the things that I do, and you've got to stand by them. What would you send me in an email? You're slagging me off to women talking bollocks or something like that. And
I haven't got anything, Barry. I wouldn't be that cruel.
Oh, great. Now I can't put the boot into you without looking like
that's
a
why
bastard.
you want to do it. I can see it in your face. Go on, you say something first, and I'll list off a barrage of insults about you. Think I'm soft? She started it first. That's what you're going to do.
No, I'd never been asked you about Haley. You are absolute perfection.
Rat. I've done things before, and I know it's happened to people, friends of mine, where you've replied to an email and not realised someone was CC'd in. It's happened so where you've gone, oh, for fuck's sake, or whatever, and then not realised. And that's happened to loads of people I know.
A friend of mine was selling a car, right? He'd had the car a while, right? And he's in the dressing room showing it to another comic, showing the listing and how much he was looking for it and all that, right? But then another act came in the dressing room and they didn't know that it was his car. They thought he was looking at buying it, and they saw it, and they just went, "Oh, don't buy that. It's a right heap of shit. Look at the look at the interior. What they've been doing in that. Like fucking hell. That's
seats like the Shroud of Turin." Oh, it's so awkward that. And what did the person say? Anything like?
You've just got to front it out then. Just go, look, I'm really sorry. I didn't know. I wouldn't normally.
It looks nice. I bet I would have ended up buying it. If I would have slagged it off and then realised it was theirs, I'd be like, do you know what? I'll put an offer in.
Sometimes you've just got to stand by your words and just go, oh, yeah, do you know what? I did mean that. There's a comic we both know doing a gig in Leeds on stage, talking to a group of women. I know the thought that went through his head. He did. He said it, and there's no other way of interpreting this. He looked at them all and went, which one of you's this biggest slag?
What do you mean he didn't mean? What was it? What do you think he...
I've no idea what he was trying to ask, but he asked a group of women on a night out which one was the biggest slag.
Imagine just coming for a nice night out. I'm just coming for a nice night out with the girls.
I like that James Acaster. He started on the circuit like this. Let's go along. Oh, you never know. You never know. We might see the next Dave Gorman. All right, girls.
That's horrific.
What was he trying to say? How did he think that was gonna...
No. I know who that is as well.
Yeah. I won't
I can
do
tell
it.
you, he was the biggest one out of all of them.
I know. Not a show manager in the land, remain.
You can't put that in.
Yeah, I can.
Should we do some other people's worries?
Hey, Hayley, do you like the Warriors podcast?
Absolutely love it, Barry Dodds. Can't get enough of it.
Would you like some more of it?
What? Yes, please.
On a Friday?
Yeah.
Well, why not join the Patreon? What's Patreon? It's a place where you go and you give a couple of quid a month, and, well, 5 actually. And you get a bonus episode, you get loads of freebies, you keep the podcast alive, and you also get our undivided attention.
Join today, patreon.com/warriors. By the way, if they're listening from Coronation Street, my acting skills at the top of that are better. That was just for the podcast. If anyone, doctors are out there who specialise in one eye being bigger than the other. There used to be a guy in Coronation... Right.
I don't think you're going to get any doctors.
No one's listening to this. Can I just tell you, there used to be a guy in Coronation Street. I don't know what. Whenever he spoke lines, one of his eyes used to go really big. When he's like, yeah, and I couldn't, honestly. Whenever he had a bit of scene coming up, I was like captivated by his eyes. That's going to be me. Oh, I can't. Do you know what? I've got enough going on without having a big eye. Like,
I'm not going to be able to edit this. This will kill me. Let's do some listeners' worries. You stop worrying about your eyes. You look normal. Stop. You'd be on bloody Ozempic.
Ozempic. Hey, Hayley, have you lost weight? Well, the Ozempic.
You've lost weight off your eyes.
Sorry, I just want to tell you this before we move on to your worries. A few weeks ago, I spoke about my daughter's party where we had Sonic the Hedgehog and he stunk. Right. I just want to follow up. She said the funniest thing the other day. Kids say the funniest things, but this honestly killed me for about 10 minutes. So she was moaning about going to school. And I said, well, you're off tomorrow. And I said, and it's her friend's birthday party. And she's like, where are we going for it? I said, we're going to like this village hall. And she goes, well, what's going to be there? And I said, oh, Sonic's coming. And she genuinely went, no! She said, he stinks. She went, he stunk at my party and he'll stink at this one. And I've given my child trauma from buying a cheap mascot.
I really want to see her have a game of Sonic the Hedgehog. See how deep it's gone. See if she can finish a level on Sonic. See if it's.
She's gonna have a visceral reaction whenever she sees hedgehogs now.
That whole thing with kids say the funniest things. Like there used to be a show called Kids Say the Funniest Things, and it was really badly scripted. I hated it as a program, but my girlfriend at the time loved it. And I just had a real thing about, no, can we just have some real kids saying things that'll be, like, funny to me? Can we appeal, like, the milkman always stays longer when Daddy's at work?
The milkman's not a thing anymore. That's just dating.
Daddy's other girlfriend's a lot slimmer.
I prefer my new mum. My mummy spends a lot of time looking at men's Instagram profiles.
Right, that is just you.
Hell yeah.
Go on.
There was at this kid's party I went to, they had a Spider-Man there. And he's the one that is always at parties around Liverpool. He's like parkouring off the bloody walls and everything. And the woman next to me, she goes, oh, he won Ninja Warrior. Right. And I said, how do you know that? She goes, oh, yeah, he does personal training sessions as well. And I was like, how do you know all this? And she goes, oh, I found him on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And I found him on Instagram. I looked at the amount of friends in common that are following this buff Spider-Man.
Is it all mums?
It's all mums. It made me howl. It was like, I was like about 20 mutual friends.
Have you added him?
No, I haven't. I just go into it in secret. And
Oh, someone hasn't locked their profile down then. Scouse Spider-Man. Fucking hell. They've got one in Nottingham, a superhero one.
Robbing Ryu Hood.
No, it's just a bloke with a job. So he's got this costume, puts on like a suit. So it's honestly, like, everyone's like, it's a bit far-fetched, this, mate. You better be on your way to court. Should
we do some other people's worries?
Yeah, I'm worried about the people of Nottingham having insulted them. Oh, it doesn't matter, I never gig in Nottingham. Slagged off the promoter too many times on here.
No, and you really do.
It's time for your worries. BJ will make them worse.
Right. Let's do some worries. This is the part of the show where you send us your worries. If you have a worry you would like us to make ever so much worse, get involved. theworrierspodcast@gmail.com. You can also email us if you just want to talk to us about an episode, you want to get in touch about anything in particular, if you want to buy anything that me and Barry are selling on eBay or Vinted, if you just want to let us know a quote
I'm not
for a new hairdresser.
I'm not currently selling anything on eBay. Oh, I need to sort out the eBay thing. I keep saying that I'm going to put that stupid vest on there, and I keep forgetting to do it. Right, if you're hearing this, it's on now. I've put it on. Right,
so,
I'll make myself do it.
thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com. If you're a Patreon, you can join today, by the way, patreon.com/thewarriors. You get an extra episode of this. What, this gold? Yes, this gold. Every Friday. There's also other little perks on there that you get, so you can join then. But if you are a Patreon, just DM us. DM us your worries. So go on, Barry, what have we had in?
What we had in, let's have a look. Got one here from Vic. I have a little worry. I feel I may have been influenced by Barry in some low-level, petty but satisfying revenge on my neighbour. I'm not petty. Am I petty?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God, you're the pettiest man I've ever met.
What have I done that's petty?
Everything. If someone does anything remotely that annoys you, you will go out of your way to do something. You will.
I don't... But no, I've not. Name one.
I'll come back to you with a list next week.
Exactly.
Someone called you fat, so then you went and signed them up to every bloody Greggs in the land to deliver pies to them or ring them about pies. And you literally spent all day emailing companies.
Made a calendar.
Made a calendar of them with hideous pictures of them. So I think that's above and beyond. Distributed them.
The Haley Ellis 2026 2026 Magic Eye calendar will be out very soon. It's just loads of photos where I've zoomed in on a weird.
A lie. Don't. Anyway,
a few months ago on bin day, there's specified general waste, green bin. I went to...
I'm glad they cleared that up.
I know, I'd never have slept. I went to retrieve my bin after the wagon had been. It was the only bin still out. It seemed rather heavy, so I lifted the lid off and saw an old microwave in the bottom. It was not my bin. I left it at the roadside. A few days later, I mentioned it to my neighbour, who looked immediately sheepish and said that they might have taken my bin by mistake, muttering we thought we'd got away with it. They returned my bin, and I was more than a little cross, but said nothing. They have a home office, brackets, never call it a shed. Yeah, never call this a box room. At the bottom of their garden. I do like to put food out for the birds and squirrels in the area and found myself sprinkling, brackets, throwing handfuls onto the shed roof. I imagine the little creatures scuttling around may be more than a little irritating. My grass cuttings always seem to end up at the base of their fence too. Recently, I've cut down several... This is escalating, this.
Oh my God, yeah, it's gone from one little thing. Go on.
Yeah,
I started throwing my own feces over the wall.
Yeah, several small fires have started breaking out. On newspapers pushed through their letterbox. Random fireworks have been set off in the middle of the night.
They had their car repossessed. little things.
The police randomly took their door off the hinges following an accusation. They'd got the wrong house.
Social services around every Friday now. Fucking hell, don't take this woman's bin.
No. My grass cuttings suits end up at the base of their fence. Recently, I cut down several hawthorn trees on the bit of land behind the gardens. They were quite tall, and at one point there was a risk of a couple of them crashing into the shed roof. Literally could have killed him if he's in there. A level of DIY peril worthy of an episode of Casualty. Yeah, and a confession worthy of the fucking bill. Total disaster was avoided, but the tree cuttings have now joined the grass piled up by their fence. It soon will be taller than the fence. Is it time to stop?
I mean, it was time to stop several weeks ago when you were lashing nuts on top of the shed.
Yeah, they and you now probably have got rats.
Yeah, and you. They don't just stay there.
Yeah, rats do not have a petty part of the brain like us go. Yeah, only stay in this garden. Yeah, it's the woman next door. She's sorting us out. Yeah.
You got yourself rats and a microwave in your bin now.
And they've got pedo drawn across their front door.
I haven't took it too far. Yes.
Yeah, you have. Stop now.
Stop now.
Seriously, stop now, because you will get in trouble. It's the first time I'm giving genuine advice. Stop.
It comes to something when Barry's worried about taking things too far.
Yeah. That is a bit too far. I exaggerate on here. I play the bastard sometimes. I say inappropriate things, so I think it's funny. I'll be totally serious now. Stop terrorising your neighbour.
Also, if they've got a Ring doorbell you don't know about, imagine seeing your arm just lashing over food on top of the shed.
You're going to be the new Catwoman.
You
know that one who put the cat
Catwoman,
in the bin? Yeah, you're going to be her. But it's going to go from little things like lobbing a few seeds over to the middle of the night running around like you fucking Leatherface cutting trees down at the back of their house.
Doing a dump in the garden. Why is there a turd on the trampoline? Because we put a microwave in a bin 8 years ago.
You should leave that out for the scrap man anyway.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it working? Barry will take it off your hands, put it on his eBay account.
Yeah, I'll have a go at fixing it. Yeah. Try anything, then put it on the pile next to me fucking personal air conditioner. You know, the other shite I've bought that's now broken. A plasma ball off Temu that's definitely a fire hazard. That's gone now. I got rid of that when I started getting nosebleeds for no reason.
Anyway, thank you for your worry.
Yeah, stop doing that, Vicky.
Oh, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, leave us a little review on iTunes. Give us a share. It all helps keep this going. We're trending in Denmark now, so thanks to whoever's listening in Denmark. We appreciate that. We want it to be in the UK as well, because that would
They'll
help.
be so pleased we've left the EU now.
Yeah. I'm going to go and rest my eye.
If you are having problems with your little eye, get in touch.
Thanks for listening. I was going to say bye, but it's got the word I in it. You have been listening to the Warriors podcast, hosted by me, Hayley Ellis, and him, Barry Dodds.
All artwork by John Cooper and Matthew Reed. All editing and audio by Hayley and Barry, with additional sound production by Grinters.
If you'd like to get in touch, then send us an email to thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter @thewarriorspod.
Thanks for listening.